I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay that, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back.
Hey everybody, welcome to Saturday Night Birthday Chat.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
I think the accent is just a little off,
Oh, sorry.
but I'll take it, thank you.
Have a good one.
Real quick, put out thoughts and prayers for our YouTube friend, Chad Spearman and his family, aka the Fat Man. You will be missed, brother.
No.
You will be missed. And onward and upward. What is happening?
Not much. Wait for
Well,
the party to get started.
Why'd I hit the live button then? It was all on your shoulders, Dish.
Right.
Yeah, Billy, 429, what's up? Right on. Agreed. And by the way, I went to look for his channels and his Facebook and stuff, and everything's been taken down already, so that's sad.
Super sad.
Great guy isn't a word for it.
You went on a fishing trip, right, Mike, with him?
Yeah, I spent the weekend with him, and
His IG is still
Instagram.
because I wasn't paying attention on IG, and Dish might remember this, and Stump was trying to help me out and give me hints and shit. He was driving up, and I had no idea he was coming.
And
I
knew he was coming.
I got into Ed's place, Ed Butler's place, i.e., Working Class Woodsman's house. And I walked in, and I still didn't see him. And then he says, Mikey, we'll meet you down the lake. I said, all right. So I shoot down the lake, which was fucking 3/4 of a mile away from his house. And that's when I met Brian. And then I'm going to shit my pants. It says, somebody over here wants to say hi to you. And I almost shit my pants.
Right.
It was really nice. But, and I didn't even do a lot of video on that day. And because we that day or the next week, because it was just, we were just having too much fun.
Right. Hanging out with good people. You don't even think about it.
You know.
Hey, our boy, what's up?
Which that's what we should do, and enjoy the moment, and video comes last.
Yes, exactly. You know, I mean, yeah, you know, when I meet Dish and we're in the shanty, I might take the video camera out, you know what I mean? Put it up on Pornhub.
For private use only, of course.
No, put that fucker right up on Pornhub or something. You know what I mean?
Hey, TJ's woodworking.
Long time no
boy.
But no, to what he is saying, you know, it's not. I probably wouldn't, you know. You know, when you guys all got together and were able to go be with Dish, there's no way I would have fucking. I just could, because I'd rather just. I know it sounds shitty, but I'd rather just sit there to whatever we're doing, sit there and shoot the shit
and absorb
now. Yeah, and just, you know what I mean.
Hey,
So-
our boy, no, Stump did not pass. A good mutual friend of all of ours did, Chad Spearman, aka the Fat Man. He had a killer YouTube channel, a lot of knife stuff, flea market stuff, just good stuff. What a character.
He sent me more. Man.
There you go, boy. Right on.
Yeah, my first year on YouTube, I got familiar with the videos.
Okay.
Yeah, the only way to record like that, if you do one of them like chest mounted GoPros, so you forget about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ed filmed a little bit. Well, because first of all, it was the first time that Chad ever went ice fishing. And it was the first time he was ever on ice. That's what he said in Ed's video, anyways.
Wow. Bad
So-
Billy said he bought so many knives from Chad, at least 50, he's thinking.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
And if you ever want a knife on a giveaway he did, or a fucking, like a giveaway, off his channel, or if he was on a chat and did it or whatever, you weren't getting just a knife.
No.
I won a couple, and holy shit. No, not even joking. I had a box probably the size of my laptop, right? And there's fucking movies in it. There was a bag of popcorn in it. There was, of course, there was a knife in it, but there was everything in it. Everything you can think of.
Yeah, he sent me movies too, and he sent me a neck knife. It was a Boker. I still have it.
Yep.
Well,
And
Heart of Gold sounds like.
how to close is the word for it. One night we were sitting there shooting the shit on a chat, and I said, one of these days, I gotta get a. I says, I have every other freaking knife, right? To do everything. I mean, I suppose I could have did it with another knife, but I sort of kind of wanted just a skinning knife. You know what I mean? And he said to me, he says, what, Mike, you like one of these? I go, yeah, I mean, I can do it with another knife. It's not that I couldn't do it if I wanted to, you know what I mean? I said, but, he's no, I get you. Fucking 3 days later, that fucking knife that he says, Mikey, one of these is sitting on my doorstep in a box.
Cool.
It's just the way he was.
Yeah, I was just talking off air. Between him and Stump, they're the ones that sold me on the big old cold steel knives, which Gunpowder Beauty now has.
The Code 4.
Yeah,
Code 4.
Excuse me. Correction. Gunpowder Beauty does not have that. Tardot took it.
Shame on you for giving it, letting Tardot take it.
Listen, I didn't even get it out of the box, and he's like, "Oh, I need that." Yoink.
she loves them though.
I do. If he didn't have a beard, tattoos, and was so sexy, I wouldn't tolerate half of his fucking shenanigans.
Yeah, Bad Bill. He was cool. I enjoyed the time we spent ice fishing. Let me tell you that. At least
I
I'm
don't
back.
have it.
What's that, Kia?
I don't have it with me right now, but Fat Man is the one that named Otis.
Oh,
Yeah?
that's cool.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Sense. It makes sense.
At least I'm batting 1,000 because anytime I've ever gone fishing with a YouTube, I've had an absolute fucking blast, or it was ice fishing or regular fishing. So
Right.
I've had an absolute fucking blast. Especially with him. He was funny.
Oh, they say that the funniest ones are the darkest ones. You never really know because they don't let you in, damn it.
Well, we're on the lake. Right? And it was a fucking miserable fucking snowy fucking snow, the big ass fucking snowflakes this big.
Well, wait. First, you got to say the history. A southern boy out on a frozen lake.
The Sudna on frozen water. I've been on frozen water before.
Shit, he had to buy boots.
The humidity, exactly. Well, that's the story I was going to tell. The humidity sucked, but it was snowing like a bitch, right? And you got anybody that's ice fished before knows that when a lot of snow gets on the ice, that you have a shit ton of slush at some point. Well, we had a shit ton of slush, and
just pull it that way.
So he says, Mikey, he says, is there a place around here that I can get a pair of boots? And I looked down, I goes, don't tell me you're in fucking sneakers, bro.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Susie.
Bye, Susie.
She's abandoning.
And
Good night, Susie.
Mike, didn't he have a snowsuit on? And that
no. He had boots on, but they were just work boots. And it's like Herman Survivors or whatever, you know. I'm like, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Your toe's gonna freeze. So he says, how far is it gonna be? He says, I want to come back. I says, relax, we're going right there. He says, you're kidding. He says to Ed, it goes, hey, what do you call it still over here? He says, yeah. I says, all right, we'll go over there. So we went over there, got a nice pair of boots. Hey, Malty. And but yeah, he's just a great guy. I was texting with him about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. And I was telling him how my mother was gonna move down to Florida. And so I told him, I said, I might have to drive her car down to him. I says, and drive her car down to her. I said, if I do, I says, I'll make a pit stop.
Awesome.
You know, and
well, I just thank God that you didn't pass up that fishing trip. That would have been a bummer.
I had to kick myself in the teeth for doing that.
All right.
You know. We were at Ed's house, and I'd say to him, hey, you ready? He says, God damn, Mike. He says, you smoke more than me. You ready to go out and have a cigarette? You know? And so we'd go out and have a smoke. But I was going out there every 20 minutes. You know. Plus everybody's breaking out. But you guys gotta quit those. And the joke was, I used to tell Ed, it doesn't matter if I quit smoking, I'm still not going to catch you. Doesn't matter. I've never seen a human being that's older than me, the shape he's in, run. Like he's one of those guys that just walks super duper fucking fast, but he's not doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's him being him. And you ain't catching him. You know, and I'm like, fuck that.
I'll wait. Go ahead and dig the hole while you're out there first.
You know what I mean? So one thing I said to Chad, I said, how long before you get out to there? I said, he said, oh yeah, he was fucking moving. I said, I know. But it was good. He spent almost a week or half a week, I think. I don't know. I think he got up, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday or something. I don't know. Because I know him and Ed had some couple of days up there alone ice fishing, which was cool, you know.
Right.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Anybody else have a problem with their feet getting too damn hot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you
why I
can't
don't.
shoes on for another second.
That's why I don't fucking tie my boots anymore.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I walk around barefooted most days, so
Most women are supposed to barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
listen. I'm done being pregnant. Okay, the freaking sex trophies I have now drive me nuts. I don't want no more.
Listen, you're
I'll be
lucky there's-
barefooted, but I ain't gonna be pregnant.
Listen, you're lucky there's ears around because I would have said something.
I got my earbuds in, so you can sit there and say what you
Oh.
want to.
Well, you know what? That's why God. That's why God created a belly button or a set of fucking lips. That's your fault, kid.
Hey, Turdock did tell me the most dangerous slide is the throat.
Yeah. Well, hey.
It's not my fault he has bad aim.
Boy, fire a pair of shorts and a hoodie. Well, you wouldn't be in shorts up here tonight, Boyd, because it's down at 53 again. It was down at 28 degrees 2 nights this past week.
We are sweating over here. Just saying.
28 degrees 2 nights this week, and my fucking guy, buddy of mine at work, he says, Jesus Christ, I went home, I trying to help my mom. He says, because she's going to come home and do all this stuff for my God. And I just, don't even tell me you planted shit. He goes, yep. I goes, how'd that go? I goes, dude, after Mother's Day.
Got a Farmer's Almanac.
He goes, that's what everybody tells me. And yeah, well, you should have listened. He said the only ones that die were the tomatoes because everything else is in the ground. You know, he planted radishes and all that bullshit. So they're in the ground, so they're fine. I said, they'll grow.
They usually like it a little bit more cold anyways. Otherwise, they get too hot and bolt.
Yeah, they'll grow. I said, so.
Listen to the fancy gardening talk out of Dish.
Don't you like it?
Yeah, we're right, though, aren't we?
Yeah.
Dish and I. Gear. Because Gear is the gardening king over there. I ain't no fucking. Hey, there's SD Mountain Man.
SD Mountain Man, what's up? Howdy back to you.
Another cool channel. He's had a cool channel too.
Yeah, he does.
Not like that other Mountain Man.
I wouldn't know. I don't behind the lake or something. I don't. Dish knows all about that cabin. I don't. That trailer.
I tried to get Dish to come over here. I showed her my rotten trailer floor, sent her pictures.
Yeah, trying to get me excited.
Telling Dish about a trailer bringing up bad memories for her, so I wouldn't see the trailer to Dish. If you said shit, she'd be happier.
No, I was tearing that trailer apart. I was worried the whole time that I was making a mistake until I got to the ceiling. And well, holy shit, I'm surprised it wasn't leaking like a sieve. The whole ceiling was rotten too.
Oh, you can't wear wool socks, Mountain Man? Let me tell you something. I have to in the winter if I'm hunting.
Yeah, when you're sitting still, your feet will get cold.
Well, sometimes if I'm on the dock at my part-time job, I'll wear wool socks, but not at my full-time job because I'm indoors. But at my part-time job, I will.
Any article of clothing I've ever had that was wool still was warm when it got wet.
Yep.
I mean, not, soggy wet, but when it's damp, it's still going to keep you warm.
Heavy as hell, but it does good. I still got my daddy's old hunting coat, his old Woolworth or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Wool something. Red and black.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
I got my grandfather's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still looks like new because my dad didn't hunt much.
I don't have the heart to fucking throw it away. You wouldn't believe how many people's phone numbers I have on my phone because I don't have the heart after they pass. And they've been gone 7, 8, 9 years. I don't have the heart to hit delete. So
yeah.
Same thing.
I won't hit delete. I just won't do it.
Same thing. I don't know. I don't think it's bad when you're scrolling through looking for somebody's number and you pass them. You know, you give them a thought and a smile.
Yeah.
I don't think it's creepy. Just because Dish does. See, when you're out of Dish's life, just welcome back here.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can't now. Wow, you sound different here.
Yeah, buddy.
You sound like a DJ now. What happened?
Wiki. What?
What happened? What happened? I bet you know what I bet he has right now? I'm willing to bet he's got one of those.
Good morning talk show.
No, he's got one of those fucking MJP fucking microphones that hang from the fucking ceiling, you know? You know, like they do.
You mean the cheap one that shorts out all the time?
All the podcast ones, you know? I bet he's got one of them.
What's wrong with this thing?
He sounds like he can do voiceovers. He's got that voice now.
He sounds like one of them midnight sex talk show guys.
The Midnight Caller. Remember the Midnight Caller, the TV show?
Thanks for tuning in.
I don't know. Y'all are talking about radio DJs and stuff, and all I'm thinking is, man, can I get you to read like Go the Fuck to Sleep or Eat Your Fucking Food? Read those 2 books, and I'll play it for the kids all day, every day.
It takes the fork and it eats the macaroni and cheese, or it gets its ass whooped and sent to bed.
It's like you've read the book. I love it.
You know, let me tell you something, Gunpowder. When my oldest daughter was a baby, I never, even with my nephew years and years ago, I could never listen to a kid cry. I hated it. And so with my oldest daughter, who's 19, gonna be 20 in December, when I put her in the crib to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I come downstairs. By the time I wasn't even sitting my fat ass on the couch yet, she was already crying. And I go 30 seconds tops. It was all I could take. I go upstairs and grab her. She'd sit in my lap, and we'd watch TV or we'd fall asleep together.
Oh, I thought that choking story was going to come out or something.
You ready? And my wife to this day blames me for her sleeping habits because I wouldn't listen to her cry. And I'm like, I don't care. What do you got? I said, I can't do it. I can't. So even the young one, you want to go to bed? Don't go to bed. Stay with me. And I get screamed at. She'd get home at like 11:30. Why are the kids still up? I said, because they're awake. What the fuck you want me to tell you? She said, yeah, but they're up. Why are they up? Like, I can understand if they're upstairs and in their bed and they're all awake. She says, but they're down here with you. Well, guess what? I says,
they just like me better. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was how my dad was with the first 2. And they're a bunch of pain in my asses. So with the 3rd one, I was like, no, fuck this. We're doing a sleep schedule. You're going to be on a routine. And if you don't like it, tough titty. And to all the adults around, y'all can either deal with it or you're going to get throat punched. And that included my father. And I may or may not have had an ass whooping that was well worth it for telling my dad I throat punch him.
Never too old.
I don't see what's his fucking face tonight.
Ohio Wolverine.
No, not him. He's on a fucking date night with the wife.
Aww.
Isn't that cute?
No.
As long as he brings the doggy bag for the rest of us to
Right.
Yeah. Long
Where's Jay Watterson? 69.
Haven't seen him. I was waiting for him. I guess he lost interest. I don't know.
He's incognito, sitting back.
I hate it when he does that. He needs to be up and center,
Mhm.
front and center,
Present yourself.
making comments.
Making Dish smile like she's doing right now.
Yep.
He's probably over at fucking what's his name's fucking chat.
He's boycotting because Dish don't have the orange parang.
That's
No,
right.
His buddy there. What's his fucking buddy's name, Steve? The chat used to be on. TLN. He's probably on TLN's chat right now.
Touche.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Look who shows up for Dish.
I love him.
Nice to see you, buddy. Jay Watterson, 69.
How's TLN doing, kid? Yeah.
I told you, if you say his name 3 times, he'll appear. Ta-da!
Tough.
You missed Dish's chat this afternoon. How come?
What did I miss?
When Mike was
Never mind, I forgot. I'm old now.
Mike was what gig, right?
when Mike made the comment about the belly button and lips, I had to reply to that. Damn it, boy.
Boy.
Now all we need is you know who to show up.
NASCAR.
I have one of those pig stickers.
Uh-huh.
Would you be jealous if I told you that I have 2?
Yes.
What?
I'm already jealous that Gears got such a bad to the bone handle.
Gear
Isn't
loves
that
that.
nice?
Gear's had that knife for 5. Is that the one you've had forever? Is that's the closed steel, right?
Yes. I could have told you the date I got it if you didn't ask.
You wouldn't ask.
Sorry.
But yeah, I got this from Chad the Fat Man.
That's awesome.
Said he was sending me something. I figured it'd be like a Kershaw knife.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got that. And
You know, funny you should say that about Kershaw, because the first day I met Ed, we went out and we had breakfast, and he gave me a Kershaw, and he told me, listen, I got this tradition. I said, he says, you know, I said, what's that? He says, I was always told. I said, all right. So he reached in his pocket and he had his Kershaw. He gave it to me, and I carried that thing in my pocket for fucking ever in a week. Used it the whole thing. And then one day I thought I was gonna lose it. It's upstairs in my top drawer in my bureau. When I was talking to Ed on the phone yesterday to tell him about Chad, I said, he said something, and I said, yeah, I still have a Kershaw. And he says, you do? I said, yeah. He said, I figured you'd have broken that thing by now. And I said, no. I said, I almost lost it. And I said, I used it every day, but I almost lost it. It's in the top drawer of my dresser. And I says, I won't. That's where I'm going to leave it.
I have one of those gear. Those are awesome.
Kershaw Shuffle Tanto.
Yeah.
Tanto.
This was from the Fat Man also.
Oh, cool.
You know how I can tell it was from the Fat Man? You got it.
Lanyard.
You got it.
Yep.
It's only one color, too.
Yellow.
Yep. Where's my knife's upstairs in my drawer?
He gave me this one back. Either gave it to me or I won it, one or the other. I don't remember. I could go look at the video, but
yep.
Back in the apartment days.
Yeah.
And that's been over 8 years ago.
Right.
What, do you remember when he almost went blind? Well, he actually did for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
When he asked his girlfriend to pay him to fucking can of raid or whatever because it was bees or ants or something in his wall or what have you. And she was up here and he was down here and the fucking thing slipped and fucking right in his fucking eyes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. He almost went fucking. I mean, for the longest time, his eyes, he had to wear sunglasses because the light would just make, right, Dish? I mean, his eyes were fucking, they were fucked up for a long time. Yep.
I don't think his eye ever recovered from it, did it?
You know what? You could be right. I never asked. I asked once after, like a long, after that. And,
Damascus.
but yeah.
Cool, Shalisa.
That's my P. NASCAR's knife.
Right on.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
Pig sticker galore.
That's why I said that's a pig sticker.
Yeah.
That'll do some damage to you.
Yep.
Which you ever seen them guys that hunt pig with a knife?
No.
Holy shit.
I'm not that redneck. I'm a redneck, but I ain't that redneck.
Well, they get their dogs to catch them, and the dog will hold the hog by the ear.
Yeah.
And then they sneak up there and like, I don't know if I want to be that intimate with my meal.
That's just a mess waiting to happen using that as a fucking weapon, Shalisa. That is just a mess. That's just gonna leave blood spurts all over the wall.
Leave a mark.
Yeah, it's gonna leave a marks all over the wall. You know, it's
If Rambo can do it, though, we can all do it.
it's what you want to do. You want to put like 5 or 6 fucking oranges in a fucking pillowcase and then whip that at somebody's head. As don't like let it leave your hand. Just hang it in your hand. Just let that. Let me tell you something. You'll kill them, and it doesn't leave bruises. You'll never know what hit him.
Our Boyd's cleaning up the yard with a bonfire and burning up all the crap wood. Done that for 2 nights in a row.
Oh, okay.
All the wood out of that camper went to the fire pit.
Oh, cool.
Phew, big piles. Ah.
Are you allowed to show toys on here?
Multi-purpose tool.
He made it.
Oh, is that Steve's plug? What do you got there? Let me see. Stevie, blow her up, will you?
Man, that's been a minute. Look how nice and dark that turned.
That's cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I sent Steve Fatwood years ago, and he turned me this.
Told you it was a toy. Look at that thing.
Never without Fatwood.
That's right.
I'm never without wood either, right, Dish?
Why are you asking Dish?
He gets all the
Because Dish is no addition. It's a tie. Like who's known me longer? Dish of gear. So, and I'm not gonna say it's a gear, and I'm not gonna wink at gear. So, I say it's a Dish. You know what I mean?
By the way, everybody, send all new pictures for Dish to Gear because he's her editor.
Poor Gear.
It's I think it's almost a tie now. I don't know. It's been a long, long time.
That's why he has to wear eye patches sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Burn his eyes out.
Remove email address.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not my fault. It's Dish's fault.
That's right.
She can't help it if she's that gorgeous.
Oh, please. Thank you, though.
Uh-oh, Steve's mustache is getting long again. He's starting to curl it.
This one?
Yep.
It drives me nuts. Tickles my nose and my lips and
I've been shaving mine and she's getting pissed. When are you going to let your goatee grow back? I says never. Why? Because it's got too much gray hair on it.
Mine's not too bad if I keep it short. If it gets like a ½ inch long, it's all gray.
Yeah, I'm all gray right now. You just can't see it because I'm not. I have a shade here. I mean, shade. I
didn't want to say nothing in front of Dish, but yeah, we can.
Can you? Dish, can you see it? Well, listen. Dish calls me the silver fox, so I don't give a fuck.
There you go.
Have you seen the back in one time they had coffee cups or teacups with a cover on it so guys with big old mustaches and stuff could still drink and not get their mustache all messy.
Right.
Yep. Conservative living and a democratic lifestyle. How the heck are you? It's been a minute.
How you been, conservative? Good to see you.
Hope you got your EBT this month. Well, you might have to wait a day or two for the first.
Can I buy some off you?
It's good to see you.
Not publicly.
Yeah.
The FBI now has permission to spy on you without a warrant whenever they want to. Matter of fact, they're putting up YouTube videos, and all the people that watch them, they're spying on them.
Nice.
So last week, I was not trying to learn how to make TNT. I was just curious of how it's made. Just saying. Mr. FBI agent.
Because I'm TNT.
Boy.
Renewed the Patriot Act with some extra conditions.
Yeah, that needs to get gotten rid of. Unfortunately, like 86 Republicans voted yes on it. Assholes.
Sorry, Dish.
Oh, he's gonna scratch his back with a knife.
You can tell me about third party. That this might be.
You notice I don't use that pick.
Rhino party.
If I ever use the pig stick, it'll be all over.
Yep.
Man dies on video chat.
By the way, folks, this election is not the election to vote third party. Next election, there's only one vote you should cast on this election. Just saying.
It's the vote that whoever you vote for. Just vote. It's the most important thing to do.
I vote for Willie Nelson.
Right? Willie. I'm getting fucking cold sitting down here.
Oh, he's getting cold.
Harrison would be a good president.
I'd be a sucky president.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I'd be a sucky president. I'd be having interns in the fucking oral room.
Line them up, boys.
Line them up. This should be my secretary.
Yep. In the oral room.
This should be my secretary. Fucking
Mike, wouldn't that be your sextricity?
Well, yeah. But she
Time to dust off your French maid outfit, this sir.
I have to do that.
She got a little.
I don't have to worry about going gray.
Right? I don't go gray on the top anymore either. I just down the bottom. Just fucking.
Most guys get gray in their facial hair before they turn 30.
Not me.
I think you'd start turning gray.
There's a picture of my. There's a picture of my wife and I on, I don't know, Facebook or Instagram or somewhere. And we're up north, and my goatee was all, well, I can't call it. I used to have blonde hair 100 years ago, but it's more like, it's not red. It's more like, I don't know, amber brown. I don't know. I'm stuck with the salt pepper thing. Yeah, if you're stuck with the salt and pepper thing, boy, you can always just go get Just for Men, and you're all set.
Oh, don't do that. That looks worse. That looks so fake.
You know what I mean? I've been thinking about doing that, and my wife says, "Don't," because
find a new
people are used to seeing you fucking a certain way.
Yeah, but even after 6 months, it still looks like you got a wig on. Especially when you do your beard and mustache. Oh my God, it's the worst.
Then you got the porn mustache going.
Oh yeah, you got that 70s fucking, what's his name there? What's that comedian's name there? He's still got the porn mustache going.
Dirk Diggler.
No, he used to do that TV show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Right, Gunpowder.
Jeff
Foxworthy.
Foxworthy.
Yeah, Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, he's a fucking 70s porn star. Yeah, I tell you who else got a porn star mustache going on is my good buddy Ed.
Does he?
Oh, he's never changed. It looks like he still looks like fucking.
Oh,
Ron
okay. He's
Jeremy.
still got the same thing going on.
Still looks like Ron Jeremy.
That's not a
I
good
think he gets all those hooting jobs, you know, alone with the wife.
Yeah,
I'm lucky my daddy doesn't have any gray hardly, and he's almost 70, so I might be lucky.
Oh, cool.
He's working.
There you go.
He's working. He's got work coming out of his ass. He's fucking busy as fuck. But we had a long talk yesterday, and we gotta get to go. He said, "Did you do any ice fishing?" I said, "Once." And I told him a story. He started laughing his ass off. He says, "Why would you do it twice?" He said, "You should have known better." I said, "Yeah, but I have to do so. I have to cut,
At least once.
Yeah. You guys should have been here the day that he puts on Facebook. He went ice. It wasn't this year. It was last year. And where the fuck was I? I was away with the wife somewhere. And because he asked me, he says, "Hey, you gonna go up north?" I said, "I can't." I said, "I'm going away with the wife or whatever." Yada yada yada. Anyways, he puts on Instagram. He's ice fishing. It's the fucking lake I'm on, right? I'm like, "You fucking asshole." I'm like, "You bastard."
Some
Seen Tish, now that I lost some weight, I can wear this orange again, not look like a fucking pumpkin.
The motivation.
Yeah, no, I know what happened. I was on the scale probably, what are we in April? Right before Christmas. Probably, I don't know, when I come back from hunting. And I was at my second job, and I got on the scale, and I went, well, on my forks, because we have to calibrate the forklifts every night. And on the forks, I'm like, really? So one of the guys I work with, he says, "Go ahead, tell me what it says." I'm like, "I ain't telling you a fucking goddamn thing." It's because, it's on my handheld, He rips the fucking handheld out of my fucking hand. He goes, "Oof." I was like 233 or something. But
Fuck, if I ever weighed 233, I could never get off the floor.
I'm back down to like, I don't know, 212, 210.
Cool. I'm pushing 250 again. I was down to 210.
I can't.
Yeah, but you're a tall person.
Me? No.
No, Shalisa.
Oh. I'm not tall. Shalisa's probably taller than me. I'm short for a guy.
Shit, I get up to 190 and I can't put my socks on.
Right on, ISD.
I haven't been 200 pounds since I was like 12.
Right? But I'm and you're tall too, aren't you? Yeah.
You'd be about my height, I think.
6 foot.
5'8".
Yeah, see, I knew you were taller than me.
Well, technically 5'11" and 3/4, but 6 foot.
Oh, you're still taller than me because I'm only like.
Depends on if I have the little bit of hair on my head or not.
What doctor do you go to?
I was 5'10" till I broke my neck. Now I'm down to like 5'9 3/4 or 5'9 1/2 or whatever.
I'm barely 5'8", so
Oh, I'm taller than you? I thought you were tall. I thought in that picture you looked tall. When you guys,
You see me standing next to Stump.
when you guys went to Dishes, I've ice fished, but really had fun. Got a bunch of stuff, but don't go. Ice fishing is a blast. If you go, do you go alone, SD, or do you go with people? If you don't mind me asking. I found that I have way more fun when there's people there. And then I'm usually the guy that they're always fucking laughing at because of two things. One, I get into talking and I forget I'm fucking ice fishing. I got spooled, fucking, it's just, Mikey, you got a flag up down there. All right. You might want to hurry. Half the fucking spool's gone. To catch a fucking smallmouth about this big. and then you got every Tom, Dick, and Harry fucking sticking everything else that he went through, coming back with you.
Yeah, I love that. You catch a nice fish and you get 12 guys that like circle you.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
I know.
Yeah.
I used to drill like 3 holes, 2 right here and 1 in the front, and they'd come up to talk to me, and they'd start fishing in my holes, and I'm like, that would make me so mad.
Oh no.
Well,
you know what I would do then?
You got to stand up for yourself and just say, "Get out of my hole."
Fish. I would drill a couple of more right into the same hole.
Yeah.
Right? Just big enough to get a human being in.
Yeah, there you go.
That motherfucker, let me tell you, that motherfucker get fucking tombstone pile driving right into that fucking thing.
Right.
See, that's that way you make your hole and then you pile all the slush right around it and make it nice and slick. That when they walk up to it, they slip and fall on their face.
There you go.
Get on with it.
All right. I have the only time I you know what, being honest there, SD, I don't think I've ever gone ice fishing and not have fun.
I think he's behind a few minutes. I don't think he's caught up with the live, and I think I should tell him.
But I've always had fun going. Now, truth be told, I'm not an idiot, right? So I'm not going ice fishing. The wind's blowing 40 miles an hour and it's fucking 5 degrees outside. No.
Now it seems to me you had a story about one trip where the air was so cold that you couldn't breathe right because it hurt your throat.
That was the day I was with fucking but it was the wind wasn't blowing. It was negative fucking 3.
Wow.
Me, Derek, and Ed. My fucking lungs hurt so bad. That fucking cold air was hitting those inflamed lungs. I was like, oh my God, that hurts.
I remember that running across country when I was a kid in the winter.
Yep.
Oh my God, it used to hurt. I figure you just smoke another cigarette to warm up that air.
I just never forget it. Fucking Derek and I are walking. I stopped to light a cigarette, and I got the sled. Ed, boom, boom, da 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 da, and I'm like, motherfucker. And I looked at Derek. Derek looked at me. I said, I'm not even going to bother try catching up with him this time. I'm just not doing it.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. Because I love ice fishing. I'm sorry that you don't have. You know what you should do? You should fly out to Massachusetts and I'll go fishing with you. I'll guarantee you'll have a fucking good time.
If there's any ice.
Oh yeah, if there's any ice.
I know.
You know what? I still guarantee you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, right.
Because if there's no ice, I'll just grab a fucking kayak or a canoe or something. We'll still go fishing. But you're gonna have fun. Because I got some stories about Stevie you're gonna want to hear. The video is a dish.
What happens in the ice shanty stays in the ice shanty.
Right. I can't believe that story Ohio talked about with the bust with the prostitutions in the ice shanties.
That was 100% true. I seen the news briefing.
I believe it.
I said it in public. It's like,
That is funny shit.
holy, what an idiot.
Yep.
It's not for nothing, right? Unless that shanty has a wood stove in it or some
Yeah.
kind of heat. And I'm going to tell you something. You can have all the propane heaters you want. Does it get warm? But it's not dry heat. Okay. So you don't really feel, you know what I'm saying? Has anybody else used them? I
Yeah.
don't see how they.
It's keep your hands warm, but not
Yeah.
taking
Exactly.
off your pants warm.
Because I've used, Stevie's probably used them before, right? The salamanders. We've been on job sites. You get a salamander. All that's there for is to fucking warm up your tools and warm up your hands. And am I right, Stevie?
Yep. Yeah, you unzip your snowmobile suit, but you ain't taking it off.
Right. If I have a wood stove in one of those shanties, you get naked.
Well, it all depends. I'd sacrifice if Dish was, you know, he starts peeling, I'm peeling. Just saying.
Right.
I'll like Eskimo that shit if I have to.
You know?
Right, Susie?
Right.
She's over there chuckling at me.
SD, here's
Yeah,
another
go
guy.
ahead, big talker.
SD, here's another guy I have to take ice fishing one of these days, and that's Stump Greenwood.
Now, it seems to me he had issues with ice.
Are you kidding me? He doesn't understand the fact how you stand on fucking frozen water and go fishing. He had told you the story. He sent me the thing about he sent me the thing with the two guys on a fucking patch of ice and there's open fucking water all around them, and it's a video. And they're fucking fishing. He goes, "This is yours." Yeah.
I think he had issues with drilling holes in the ice while you're standing on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I miss ice fishing. I really do. It don't hardly ever freeze over here anymore.
I know, it's sad.
Oh, there it is. He don't have issues with ice. It's just fishing one damn spot.
You get up and go to another spot.
Yeah, you
Drilling
move
holes.
all over, Stump.
Stump. That's why ice fishing's like having another girlfriend. You go
Till
from one
you
hole
get
to the
on
next
one
hole
lake.
to the next hole.
You move all over till you get on one of them lakes where the ice is over a foot deep, and then it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, then it's,
But nowadays with the little portable
all
fish
the
finders,
but you know how expensive that shit is.
it's
all
not that bad.
The
for
fish
the-
finders in that video, they have the, what do you call it? They put the fucking sounders down there. Not the sounders, the
Like the Vexlars and stuff like that.
cameras.
yeah, the Vexlars, and it tells you where they are.
Yeah, my buddy it kind of killed the day. Actually, we drill a hole, he'd put that thing down there and go, "No fish here," so he'd move over. You know,
Yeah.
it kind of
I never used one.
killed it a little bit. The whole, kind of mystery of fishing. The reason they call it fishing, not catching.
Right.
But I understand Stump too. There's nothing like taking a boat along the shoreline and hitting every little piece of brush there is along there.
Yeah.
There's P NASCARs. What's up? Thank you.
Hey, P NASCARs.
KP NASCARs.
I like how fatwood hunting and mushroom hunting go hand in hand. I can always look for mushrooms while I'm out fatwood hunting if it's that season.
See, now back in the day, I never found the fucking fatwood. I went mushroom hunting, believe me. I just go to the back of the parking lot and say, "Hey, who's got the shrooms?"
Yeah, keep your eye out for asparagus too, especially around them old farmsteads and stuff.
Oh my God, I forgot to check my spot when we went out Thursday. We still got a couple weeks.
Oh, what for? What do you call it? For isn't what they call it right about now?
Everything should be popping.
Dish, help me out.
Fiddlehead ferns.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen a couple in my yard today, but they were actually a little bit taller, but they were out in full sun in the dirt. They weren't in the bush.
Alex Webar had a picture on Facebook. Freaking big old four of them things.
I'm gonna have to go back to New Hampshire and see if that guy still on his fucking
Oh,
Right on, Stump.
what?
He said NH wouldn't like them lures. They cost more than $8. Just saying.
That poor prick never lived that down.
Good night, our boy.
But they're
good one.
expensive though. You keep losing. I mean, I kind of agree with him that night, you know.
Thanks for coming, our boy. Nice to see you, brother.
I get pissy when I lose fucking spinnerbaits. You know.
Yeah, I know, but you don't video yourself almost crying about it. I'm just saying.
No.
There's a point where you cut the video and get a new lure.
Yes. Yes.
Like Dish cries every time I leave her, but she doesn't
right.
videotape it, for Pete's sakes.
What, of her crying?
Yeah.
Don't go.
Stomping your feet. Wow, I just got a flashback to childhood. Mom and Dad going to the store.
Oh, did they? They had a gathering.
Shalisa, did you look at that Morel video I sent you on Facebook? About
Yeah.
the guy poisoning him and all his buddies?
Yes, he was using dried morels.
Yeah. I have a feeling they got moldy or something a little bit because they
Yeah.
were all throwing up.
You gotta be careful about how you store your dried morels.
Yeah.
Central Kentucky bushcrafts.
I never ate those ones that I had, and they all ended up going in fatwood handles.
Yeah. That's pretty
Kentucky. I've never been to Kentucky. I hear it's beautiful there.
It is. It is. That is one of
And
the
cheap too. We had a guy from one of the customers when I was at the other job, not this one, my other one. When I used to go to Bangor, Maine every other week.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Back
got
in the
divorced. Well, he got divorced. He got divorced, but he had to leave his job because his wife was it's his wife's family that owned the fucking business. He went down and he bought a house and land down in Kentucky for fucking nothing, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. A lot of people retiring down there.
Yep. Kentucky.
Chucky.
And the weather's decent too. You get a little chilly, a little warm, but nothing to the extreme.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It is really nice.
My daughter's spending a month down in fucking Mississippi this summer.
Oh boy.
She'll be there for last year. She was there 2 weeks, I think. No, she's gonna spend a month.
I put a
Oh,
message in the private chat there if anybody wants to read it.
I said that's
Just me being mean.
even when you're mean, you're cute.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
What
the
you
fuck?
call me a liar. I dare you.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry.
Even when you're mean.
Oh, Dish, I just read the internal. Lord have
We have
mercy.
any Canucks here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? I
Haven't
don't
seen one yet.
any Canucks.
Multi-gunman,
Multi.
right?
Yeah, but he's probably not a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. For all you Toronto Maple Leaf fans, and Toronto is my second favorite NHL hockey team. However, sorry to tell you, they did lose tonight 3-1 to the Boston Bruins, and they are now down 3-1 in a 7-game series. So,
Oh, okay.
Cool, Mountain Man. We used to have a lot of pheasants, but they're like kaput.
We have pheasant mountain, man, but you know what the problem is, bro? They're stocked. Okay, and then they, you know, we have some that, you know, but they stock them every year. But you know what the stupid state does?
Oh, I think he was talking about pheasant mushrooms.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pheasant birds.
Oops.
Is that
My
the
bad.
same thing as the chicken of the woods, or is it no different?
The dried
Chicken of the woods is on a tree, isn't it? It's white and it's on a tree.
at the
Right.
base. Chicken of
Base.
the woods is the thick, hen of the woods is the thin, and they're on the base of the tree or they're in a circle where the tree used to be.
Okay.
I have a gob growing in an oak tree where there's a big giant rotten hole.
My
And
buddy's
they're
got the
growing
fucking-
right in that hole.
My buddy's got the lobster shrooms in his backyard here in Drake. And he sends me a picture. Can I pick these? I'm like, what the fuck are those? This wasn't this year. This is last year.
Right.
And he says, in my backyard. I said, give me a couple.
It's like Guns Girl picking
He's-
mushrooms in her backyard.
He says, I can pick them, right? I said, yeah, as far as I know, those are, you know, I told him. And sure as fuck they were. You know, they were right in my omelet. And fucking. My wife's like, oh, you're not going to save that? I said, no. Those are mine. I'm trying to think of the purple ones we picked.
Right on, Mountain Man.
Sure.
They
Purple.
come and
Yeah.
go pretty quick.
They were purple. I'm trying to think of the name of them.
Psilocybin.
You won't catch me eating no damn purple mushroom.
But if they were, it's kind of like a wolffish. If you guys ever fished in the ocean, wolffish, if you catch one, you'll catch another one because they're always together.
Oh, okay.
So if you pick, if you pick two purple fucking mushrooms, you're gonna pick fucking a dozen because they just they're all. You'll never find like one by itself. You know what I mean? It's just. I'm trying to think of the name of them and I can't.
Purple. Oh, is that the one that's
Yeah, they were purple.
when you cut it, it like bleeds purple or something?
No. It's the everything's purple on it. It's. My told you we went to that mushroom place in New Hampshire, and they take you and they teach you about mushrooms and stuff, and we had the they made the chocolate tea for us and everything.
Oh,
Was
cool.
it a foray?
Huh?
Was it a foray?
You know, now you're gonna make me call my brother this late at night. He'll kill me.
Let me Google purple mushroom. I'll get you some names.
He'll found in New Hampshire, by the way, on the East Coast, anyways. And they tasted good. And then
Steve's typing.
we found.
Bite me.
I hunt and peck too.
But the chicken of the woods, wow, gotta be one of my favorites.
Purple court mushroom.
Let me see a picture of it.
They look green to me. Hold on.
This one's like purple on the outside.
You should type in edible purple mushroom.
Oh yeah, that purple court mushroom.
Court or cork?
CORT.
Purple court.
That sounds.
That,
See, my book's in my trailer, so I can't even look it up in my book.
it's on a stem, but it looks like an elf hat.
And it's not very fat. It's like my finger.
Petite.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about it?
Look up purple court.
And they're found in the Northeast, correct?
Yeah, I wrote New Hampshire.
Yeah. But that's the first thing out of my mind when he said purple,
Violet.
Stop.
and we were pulling them, and I was like,
Yeah, but these aren't purple. They're kind of yellow.
No, these ones are
Ordinarius violaceus.
Oh,
Native to New Hampshire, right there.
here's one. Yeah, there's a purple court, which is purple.
Yeah. All I know is that my kid brother said to me, he says, "Hey, come this way." He says, "Because it's bring it back to like when you were in the 8th grade." I goes, "Why?" He goes, "I found some purple shrooms." I'm like, okay.
Poisonous purple mushroom, edible purple mushroom. So you better be careful because they look the same.
They do. They do. My brother's like my buddy with deer. He can spot a fucking mushroom like a mile away.
Right.
We'll be driving down the road. All of a sudden, what are you doing? He says, "Did you see them fucking mushrooms? Let's get some."
Purple court is another mushroom that has a relationship with oak trees.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that's one of those fairy mushrooms you find in a circle out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's why there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is a cluster. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, isn't it cool all looking?
But be careful. There's a non-edible one that looks very similar.
Yeah.
It should be considered suspect.
This is why I only pick chicken of the woods and lobsters.
Yep.
The only reason, the only two I can identify. The only two I can identify, fucking boop, with no problem. And well, that one, the
Oyster mushroom,
the puff one, but you can't really eat them.
puffball, they're not that.
You can't eat them.
They're good.
Well, the ones that are where my trailer is, there's 9 million of them, but they're all like this big.
Oh, those little guys.
I seen them on YouTube, and they're all fucking
different kind.
You know.
But I read on puffballs, they're all edible. Some are just much better than others.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen them little ones when they dry up. You can stomp on them and they poof out the spores.
I used to love playing with those as a kid.
Yep.
He picked one up, and that went into an epoxy resin handle. That went to my brother-in-law for giving me that badass bandsaw.
Cool gunpowder. Oh, you did some trading, huh?
Yeah, I got a scroll saw and a bandsaw.
And some Band-Aids.
Yes, I bought 2 big packs
First thing you should be making.
Cloth.
The first thing you should be making now is a fucking push stick.
Yep.
First thing you make, you go out in your shop, whatever you want to call it.
And it'll be made out of fat wood.
I don't give a fuck what it's made out of. Just make a push stick.
Yeah, these are not push sticks on the band.
No. My brother-in-law told me about how sharp it was and how I have to be careful. And I'm like,
And make it about, 13, 14 inches long.
Yep. We had a kid in high school. Was it high school? Yeah, high school shop. Smoked a doobie at lunchtime, came in the wood shop, and cut his finger right off on the bandsaw.
that was Butthead. That was one of the best episodes, man.
I used to love that show when it was.
Butthead, help me. Butthead.
Everyone laughs at him.
Cool.
Hey, Rita.
Well,
She's worried I'm screaming over here like a poor bird.
I never seen a finger come off, but I seen a kid data was fucking thumb.
Gunpowder's asking you what your favorite brand of resin is, Miss Shalisa.
What kind of resin?
She said, what makes it your favorite resin brand?
I love Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Yeah,
With
but don't eat,
extra raisins. You got to buy a can of raisins.
don't do what I did and eat like a fucking box of that shit because you'll never come off the shitter.
I was just going to say that. Don't be like Mike in this occasion. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes not enough to go buy it.
Nope. She's talking about something else, and I'm gonna find the answer here real quick.
Stevie, I'm out of Pepsi. I'll be right back.
Right on.
Gunfire Beauty. It's
Have a smoke while you're at it.
It's Georgia Pine Gum. Let me find the name of it.
Georgia pine gum.
Let's see. Diamond Pine Gum Rosin is the best for your jewelry making. You may need to mix it with something else. It can be rather brittle. What else do I have? Diamond powdered pine gum rosin is good stuff.
I just read your internal again, Dish. It cracked me up again. That is awesome. See, I'm not a big raisin fan. I love the flavor, but I don't like the texture, especially in like baked goods, like banana bread with raisins. It tastes really good, but I cannot stand them mushy little morsels.
Right.
Have you made your own wine? You add some raisins to your homemade wine. That's really good too.
Well, that's what kicks off. The raisins are covered in yeast.
Yeah.
So you throw a couple of raisins in there and it kicks off the fermentation. A buddy of mine's dad used to make rice wine. Wheat wine, which was basically straight liquor. And he used to have to throw raisins in there to get it fermenting. That stuff was wicked. Because I know we were kids, we all snatched a water glass of it, and man, we were all liquored up. That shit was like pure alcohol.
A buddy of mine had a friend that made plum wine. He set it up and then just put it in the closet. 5 or 6 years he had forgotten about it, and he got it down and shared it with my buddy, and he said it was the best wine he ever tasted.
Cool. I used to make quite a bit when I was a kid.
The Redneck Prepper.
Redneck Prepper, what's up?
Hey, Prepper.
Like some dandelion wine.
No green stuff.
Pam used to make that.
The weirdest wine I ever had was tomato wine, and it actually tasted really good.
Huh. Tomato. You said tomato?
Yeah. Tomato.
Tomato wine.
Wow.
And it had a little background of tomato to it, but it was good.
You wouldn't think it would work because of it being so acidic.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how he made it. All I know is what he called it.
Huh.
Man, it could have been green tomatoes. I don't know. I imagine it looked pretty nasty when it was cooking, though. The best tasting wine that guy ever made that I had from him was peach wine. Oh, my God.
Man, you said peach, and the first thing I thought of was that peach Bush beer. Oh my!
Just a touch of peach.
Never again.
No.
Well,
Old school.
if they would take the Bush name out of it, it'd probably be better.
Hell, how could anyone have another one? Or even finish it?
That bad?
My God.
Some people like that weird tasting stuff. I don't understand that.
We used to buy schnapps back in the day, peppermint, peach tree, because mostly it was cheaper than the rest of it. But
Yep.
you had to endure the whole syrup thing while you were trying to drink it.
Schnapps, it usually takes another drink after it to water it back down where you can swallow it. Like a beer or a vodka and orange juice or something watery.
Right.
Because it is sweet.
Have you ever had Captain Morgan and cream soda? spiced rum and cream soda.
That
Yeah,
actually
it is.
sounds good, but sweet.
It's sweet, but it tastes like each other. Yummy goodness.
Barf emojis.
Sweet
Man,
Georgia peach.
we got the windows wide open. It is still hot and sweaty. It's almost fan time. I see Dishes has hers blowing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. First yawn of the night. I fought it off.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was a fake sigh.
I make funny faces when I yawn. I don't like to show it in public.
I was fighting staying awake a little bit ago, but I'm a little more awake now. Hazelnut rum with cream soda. Now that sounds good. I like me some rum, especially light rum.
The only liquor I almost puked on was Bacardi's 151.
Oh, you pussy. Oops.
Yeah, I've had some bad.
10 o'clock in the morning on an empty stomach.
Is when you drank it?
Yeah.
Why?
Was doing a shot over somebody's grave because that's what they wanted. Boy, was that good thing somebody had a Coke because it was coming up, man. That shit was burning my gut so bad. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's fun to get out every once in a while back in my drinking days.
But my history, I have never had a hangover and never puked from drinking.
Really?
Yep. That's why I quit drinking. I was like, uh-oh.
Whoa.
Southern Comfort, that's something I drank when I was really young because it was sweet, but that got old quick. Same with that Captain Morgan.
I've seen people mix Southern Comfort and Coke. You talk about sweet. Oh,
Yeah, that's what my friend Sarah would drink, and I'd drink it with her, but it gets old quick. It's too much.
Gross.
Yeah.
lots of ice.
Now, I like me some light Bacardi and Coke with lime. Gotta have some good lime in there and some good ice. Freaking show off. Some of us couldn't hang.
I could hang, but I also knew my limits. I knew when that buzz hit hard, let's slow down the sipping.
You gotta work up a tolerance first.
I've always had a tolerance. I think it was born in me.
Nice.
One of the good things of having alcoholic father and grandparents.
At
I had the genes.
least you could put it down.
Yeah, but that's why I quit. It was too easy.
I like that warm, numb feeling that goes right to your legs. It's like, oh yeah.
Get thinking of it.
So drink, I don't
Now.
on a drink by
Yeah,
myself.
make it sound like people want to go get a drink now.
I
The drunk chat instead of the food chat.
think I might fix me a drink now.
Never been a whiskey guy. Little Southern Comfort, maybe a shot or two of Jack Daniels. Other than that, nah.
I've got a really good smoky, smooth whiskey with put a couple ice cubes in it. Awesome, wonderful flavor. Just need to taste it.
Yeah, I've never had a good whiskey either, so I can't really say I'm not a whiskey drinker. I've never had a good whiskey.
I always like taking a half pint on the canoe or on the ice fishing. Don't need a chaser. I love
I think half pints were like the best invention ever because you can get a little buzz on, but you can't get dangerous. Unless you buy 2 or 3 half pints.
any Western you've ever seen, they say, give me some whiskey and not that watered down junk you give the Indians.
Yep.
Yeah, scotch. Okay, that's it. I'm having a drink.
There's a tumbler up there somewhere. That's right, Gunpowder. Whiskey on the rocks. And a nice cigar. Did I tell you guys that I heard a fact the other day that tall people sleep longer in bed?
Yeah, you did. I think you did anyways. You can tell it again.
Well, that was it. Yeah, just,
Tall people sleep longer in bed, right?
yeah.
I thought I just heard that, so I didn't want to comment.
A little useless information. That's a tough thing to give up, cigarettes, Gunpowder. They say it's harder to kick than heroin.
I got a buddy of mine that will swear to that.
Yeah. You bet, Steve. And mighty tasty, too.
Just ask Bill Clinton.
And Yasser Arafat, he smoked the damn thing after he soaked it.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. Unbeknownst to him, probably. Or maybe not. Might have been in the club.
Snatch flavored cigar.
It's so moist and tasty. That's one of them. I've had that taste in my mouth before, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Oh.
Bill says, in it, not on it.
I brought some pretzels. I got my own tumbler.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's see if we can make Shalisa drink enough to make her tumble.
I got a little more than an ounce in here.
Gunpowder, what are you going to do in Iowa and Nebraska? Are you going to
Year.
cows over there? There ain't jack squat over there.
On the west side, though, man, you start seeing them big boulders right before you get to the Rocky Mountains. Freaking badass.
I know a couple of bowlers. Sorry about that. Fucking got sidetracked with the oldest one.
Well, at least you came back.
Oh, I'll always come back. I just
And not like you're out changing tires or something.
well, fuck that. Not again. I didn't change mine now though. I had a screw in my tire. Has changed.
Reminds me of my orange jacket that I wore today while I was using a wet towel. Saw today, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Had my orange raincoat on.
Oh really?
Did I show the video?
You know, the spray when you use a wet towel saw. You know, you can't avoid it.
Freaking spraying, and then freaking sun's just lighting up the mist. And he comes back out with a freaking raincoat on and turns that on and starts cutting rocks. If anyone doesn't know it, he got a wet tile saw so he can cut rocks in half, and we started out with a really cool pudding stone. It's pretty cool.
Did you get to see it, Mike?
Oh yeah, you got the pudding stone right there, don't you?
Yeah.
Pudding.
Pudding. You can only find pudding stones in Michigan. They're a conglomerate.
Why does that not sound? That looks pretty cool.
Put
That
some
looks really
water.
cool.
It's got little red bits inside.
Yep.
It's chunky on the outside.
That's really cool.
That was funny though. We turned it on for the first time. He stands back and it's dripping water, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, wet saws. You can get a little fucking wet with a wet saw.
I've never played with one before, so I'm trying to get my hand, trying to get used to my machine because eventually I want to cut, thinner pieces in different shapes that maybe Shalisa could use in her handles and stuff.
Yep.
So I'd like to learn how to use the machine so I don't cut myself all to hell and make something cool.
Look
You might
into that wax they use for diamond cutting.
Yeah.
You could stick it on the end of a dowel and glue your rock to it and then do all your business and then pop it off.
I thought about that. I
If
didn't
you got
know
into little stuff.
That and the
work. Do you think?
That and the other thing you wanna purchase is a nice giant bottle of Jergens fucking hand lotion, because if you do a lot of that, god damn it, your fucking hands dry the fuck out like nobody's fucking business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've been watching those videos, and that one guy, you can see his thumbs. It's like,
Oh, if they fuck, your hands will crack like an absolute bitch.
yeah.
I had a buddy of mine who was a tiler, and he actually still does. He doesn't do it. He's got like fucking 5-6 guys working for him. They do it, but when he was doing it when we were in our 20s and 30s, he fucking. I remember one night sitting next to him, and we were playing cribbage at the bar. I looked over at him, and his fucking thumbs were all, and I'm like, it just dries it right out.
Do yourself a favor, and I've done a shit ton of research. Most hand lotions got shit in it that actually dries out and cracks your hands. That way you'll keep using it.
Use hand cream.
Right there.
Cortisone.
Yeah. The greasy stuff. That will
use,
cure your hands.
You know what I use, Stevie?
Not cream, the greasy.
I use this stuff. It's believe it or not, I got it at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, whatever the fuck you call it. And I forget what it's called, but it's in a black and white tube, like a cow pattern, And I use that because my hands aren't wet like you would be using a wet saw. It's just being dry from being in the warehouse or whatever,
Right.
And I'll tell you, it works really well for me. But yeah, if not, if you don't want to do that, just wear a pair of rubber gloves. I mean, like not the dish rubber gloves, the fucking
manly ones.
Yeah.
Mountain
Otter
Man.
Cream. Thank you, SD Mountain Man. You're the man. Thank you, sir. Yes, that's the one I use.
I can think of other uses for that too. Just saying.
Yeah, those doctor gloves, I call them. But yeah. What saws you can do a lot of good cool stuff with that shit.
I plan on using that dowel and hot glue or whatever for safety's sake. And wooden pusher.
Yep. You don't want to lose fucking limbs. There's no sense of fucking.
Well, like I was saying before, the good thing about that diamond saw, it's not like it's got teeth on it. You can actually get away with a boo-boo now and again.
Right.
It's not that big a deal.
I'm trying to find somebody that has some money, and I want to. We came across an issue we had at work, so a little bit slow. So we're making these shelves and everything, and we didn't have a table saw, but we bought. You know that fucking brown, what do they call it, board they call it? It's almost like peg board without the holes.
Yeah.
Masonite. It almost looks like
MDF.
Masonite.
Medium
No,
density
not MDF.
board.
Yeah.
Board.
So, you know what we did? we're using that for dividers, right? We cut a bunch of that up for dividers.
That shit's heavy.
But listen, no, it's only 1/8 inch thick. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
So, but because we didn't have a table saw, you know what we did? We used a router and squared it and went up and down with the router. And I said, Jesus Christ, looks like T111. Everybody started laughing. Of course, the young kid's like, T111. I'm like, never mind. So,
never build a house out of T111.
So I'll tell you what. Somebody has to come up with a dado blade for a skill saw, and they'll make millions. So I got to find somebody rich because they don't have one. And I'm telling you, Steve, we can make money.
Well, up to a 1/2 inch, you could probably just stack blades.
Well, this is they're using the 7, and we had the kid, the driver, who's also a sharp kid with me. Like, him and I will make the trunk duck and all that. But he does 10 times more than I do. But
giving up,
he came up with an idea. He bought 2 blades, and then he used 2 washers, right, for the spacer, and then he offset them, and it did kind of work a little bit. But we had 7 1/4 blades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if we could somehow get somebody to back us and get a skill saw with a regular dado, Steve, we make fucking $bazillion.
They do make a blade, and they scare the shit out of me, but they work really well. And it's actually a single blade with 2 cutters on it, and it's bent. And when you put it on, it wobbles on purpose, and it makes your dado. I think those could go on a skill saw.
Well, because we went to Lowe's, we went to fucking, they went everywhere looking for them, and because they used the router for every fucking shelf we made, and it was
what a pain.
They had what do you call it? They had like a, I think it's you know what it looked like, really, Stevie? This is really what it looked like to me. It looked like a guide off of a fucking table saw that they used as a square for the, they squared the line, it had space,
self clamping.
Yep, and then they used the router, but still, it worked, but
right on.
It would have been easier with a fucking table saw or
Well, I was really impressed with that diamond tip blade. I mean, it cut like butter.
Oh yeah. I'm cutting fucking Unistrut in the
that shit's hard.
But they get fucking pissed off because I'll sit there and I'll go and go right through. And of course, the kid's in the shop. There's a kid in the shop. He's like 19. And he's like, Mike. I go, what? It says, you're not wearing any safety glasses. I don't know. He says, Mike. I go, what? He goes, the sparks that are coming on you, and then the other sparks are going on a duck wrap. I go, yeah, don't worry. It's not going to set anything on fire. And he says, how do you know? I says, because I've been doing it for years. I says, it's not, guys. I says, now, if I was outside like the jackass last year, I'd set the fucking woods on fire. I said, but he says, isn't that going to put burn holes in your clothes? I goes, no, watch. So I went to cut another piece, and I actually took my bare hand. I went like this, and I'm like, and he goes, that doesn't hurt. I goes, no. And it didn't, though. That's the weird part. It didn't hurt.
You should have tricked him into catching the sparks in the bucket. Made a video.
Right?
I love those.
They should have.
The new guy.
They should have.
Dish was just sending nude pictures to Jay Watt. I seen her phone light up in her face. Lucky bastard.
Hey, what? Listen, my girl wouldn't do that to me. Especially when we're sitting right here. So that's not
I didn't say they were nude pictures of her.
Oh, okay.
It's getting warm up here.
Yep.
We are getting the blow-by-blow effects of a little whiskey.
Yep. She's getting warm.
What
Whiskey.
about, what
That
about
sounds-
the
That
Tyson?
sounds like a country song.
What do you guys think of that Tyson fight coming up? He's coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope he wipes the ring with it. Ding
here's
dong.
the problem with that. Here's the problem I'm seeing with that. He already sparred with it. I don't know if you guys know this. He already sparred with this kid. All right. Now, this kid, by the way, a little back story. This kid's brother's a wrestler.
Now,
Now,
used to be YouTube fans or
Yeah.
famous people.
well, he still is, and now he owns his own energy drink and the whole 9 yards. But anyways, he already sparred with them, and he put him in the hospital. Sparring with him, he put him in the hospital. Now you're gonna get in the ring for real.
And actually make him mad.
And I don't care if the guy is almost 60 years old. I don't give a fuck. That's one boxer that never lost a step. Do you see any of those videos of Mike Tyson training?
Watch him all the time.
Just looking at how he's training is phenomenal.
Yeah.
What's his name? Buster Douglas, all those guys right now. What's his name? He bit his ear off that they're best friends now, by the way. Anybody see that? They're like best friends now.
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield was in excellent shape when he fought him. Okay? And Evander Holyfield today is not in the shape that Mike Tyson's in. And Tyson is just an animal.
He's just a bull. He has
And
now.
this kid has no fucking shot.
No.
And
Joe
the worst
Rogan
thing,
and the gang are begging that kid not to do it.
yep. The worst thing that kid's doing is getting in the ring, because here's what's going to happen. Two things. He's going to get hurt. Number one, he's getting hurt. And number two, he's going to be the laughing stock of boxing, because anytime he fights afterwards, they're just going to chant old guy, because he got his ass kicked by a guy that's almost, 2.5 times his age?
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's what they said, 2.5 times. So, I mean, really, it's just the only way that you get in the ring against Mike Tyson at 60, okay, and you be the age that this kid is that you better be Mike Tyson at that age. You know, so if this kid's 23 years old, 24 years old, then he better be Mike Tyson at 24 back in the 80s.
Yeah, he ain't.
Because
He's pretty good, but he ain't.
But because if you ain't him, you're getting your ass kicked. The kid's gonna wind up in hospital again. For what? For what? What are they? What's he gonna get? $1 million or something to fight him?
Well, it's also a big charity event, so there is some good coming out of it.
Those body shots are lethal that come from that guy.
Yeah.
That'll kill you before a fucking punch to the head will.
Well, that's where they're going to end up. But he starts at the body. He'll give you a couple body shots, make your arms go down, and then he goes for the head.
Is it Logan Paul?
Logan, Logan.
Logan. Logan Paul, SD Mountain Man. Look him up.
Whenever he loses and people ask him who he lost to, you know what he's going to say? Mike Tyson.
Uh-huh.
I'll see myself out.
Tell you, Mike was underrated. There was a lot of people back in the day I can remember. They just didn't give him bread, and then he'd come into that ring and just start blasting.
You watch the Mike Tyson highlight films and stuff. Every knockout punch he threw from his toes up. His whole body was into it.
It's no wonder that the guys that he fought aren't fucking drooling out of the left side of their face.
Some of them are.
I mean,
Jake Paul.
Oh, yeah, Jake. Logan's his brother. I'm sorry. You're right, Peanuts, guys. Thank you for the correction. Jake Paul. Logan Paul is his brother, who's the wrestler.
Fellow YouTubers, though. That's how they got their fame and fortune.
Yeah. Well, now they're dickheads. So.
Well, they were dickheads on YouTube. They were doing pranks and all kinds of stupid shit.
Yep.
But they got famous.
It's not worth. It's like when other boxers that hated fucking Mike Tyson when he was fighting are telling you, don't do this, you're gonna get hurt.
It's really, really easy for us to be armchair warriors and, pick apart how people fight, but we don't have to step in the ring with monsters like Mike Tyson's.
Thank God.
Yep.
Sorry,
I mean,
but
it's just
I'm running out the ring.
It's just he came to the we have the Golden Gloves here in Massachusetts, and he came to the thing. The fucking place went nuts. And usually they tell you who's going to be there. Mickey Ward's always there, but they don't. They'll have old time boxers come in usually.
Me
right?
too. I'll get the windows.
And they had Tyson 3 years ago, I think.
Sweet dreams.
Anyways, I forget how many years ago it was. But anyways, place went fucking nuts, right? He still has the fall. It's amazing. After all these years, he spent time in jail. He wasn't nice to Robin Givens. All this shit happened, and people still love him.
Right, Jay Watt. It could be.
I don't think it is at all, Jay Watt. Did you see the way Mike Tyson's training, bro?
He's training hard. He's using all the modern stuff too. He's got these electronic whatever's hooked up to his muscles and stuff.
You don't even have to be a boxing fan to see a video of somebody training against it. It's just the mere fact that they sparred and he put the kid in the hospital sparring. That mere fact alone is enough to tell you how that's going to fucking go over.
Mechanics are second to none. His boxing mechanics.
Yeah.
Yep. His last couple of fights when his heart wasn't in it no more, his defensive went down and he started actually getting hit.
And he still fucking won.
Before that?
Because his last fight was what, 2017? 2018? Tyson's?
P. NASCAR's Tommy Morrison was awesome, but I don't think he had the jaw.
I remember Tommy Morrison.
Yeah, he was a monster, but I don't think he had the jaw.
Tommy could fight. He could fight.
He was another kid who I think was mismanaged.
He can fight.
Tyson was mismanaged after the stripy-haired guy took him over.
Don King.
Yeah, he ruined him.
Don King ruined everybody.
You guys know who Chuck Liddell is?
Yes.
He was a hard hitter too, but it turns out he couldn't take a punch. Once
The
they
Iceman, Chuck
realized
Liddell.
that- huh?
The
He's your-
Iceman, Chuck Liddell.
He was
Yeah.
UFC, right?
Yeah.
He's one that could hit really hard too, but he couldn't get hit back.
Who was that giant black guy who used to wear the cute white shorts there, Dish? The tight white shorts? The dude
Junkyard
was
Dog.
a monster.
JYD. Junkyard Dog.
But he could dish it out, but he couldn't take it. He used to cover up and it
He's
looked
dead
like he was
now.
gonna cry.
He died.
Really?
Yeah, you're talking about the guy who used to do the street fight in UFC, and
I
then
can't think of his name.
they brought him into UFC, right? You're talking about that guy?
I don't know. He looked like a big old.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He was a monster. But he'd
yeah,
start getting hit, and he'd cover it up, curl up on the ground.
Rampage?
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
Rampage.
no.
And when they'd show his face, it looked like he was about ready to start crying.
Same era as Rampage, though. Like he was. What the fuck was his name?
I just seen him on a highlight reel on UFC or whatever.
He was one of those guys that started fighting in the basements before UFC was even legal.
Gotcha.
Dish, what the fuck is his name?
I can't think of it.
Muhammad Ali.
No, silly.
I know what you're talking about, the Street Fighter, but I can't remember his name either. The only
He's got a big old pointy pumpkin head.
What's this? Is this being with a BG? Dish.
I'm gonna try to find it.
Yeah, D'Amato dying did too. Yeah, you're right.
I like to watch Butterbean fight too.
Yeah.
Right.
What was his name? Kimbo Slice?
Kimbo
Yeah.
Slice, thank you very much. God damn it.
it.
Oh, it started with a B. It didn't start with a B. There's a B in it though. Oh.
Yep.
No, Kimbo Slice is who you saw, Stevie. Great
All-
fucking.
All
He's
upper
dead,
body.
right, Dish?
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Let me go see if that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Alrighty.
Kimbo?
Yep.
Yep.
No.
I think this guy looks kind of older to me.
Really?
Okay.
See, now I don't remember anybody
Yeah,
other than Kimbo.
The other guy didn't have a beard,
Okay.
I don't remember.
but he always wore these skin tight shorts, white shorts usually. How in the hell do you look that up?
ASD, nice job, man. Enjoy.
Night
it.
SD Mountain Man.
Night Mountain Man.
Good seeing you.
Was he a Brazilian black dude,
Good to
Steve?
chat with you too.
Was he a Brazilian black dude, Steve?
I don't know.
What about Anderson Silva? Was that him?
The Spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I just
All right.
typed in black UFC fighters. Figured
It's like
Dick
you're
would know
reading.
right off the bat.
But it's not even backyard knuckles anymore. You have to be jiu-jitsu fucking wrestler and all that bullshit nowadays for the UFC. Fuck that.
Well, maybe it was MMA.
It feels
It's
hot.
the same fucking thing though. It's all
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu
This is
shit.
Robin.
I don't know. I've seen him in quite a few highlight reels where once the guy starts hitting back, he starts acting like a little kid.
Okay.
Well, it's the old adage that even Mike Tyson. It's when I taught my kids how to fight. I says, aim right here. You know why? Because not even boxers like being punched in the face.
No.
You know, because if they liked being punched in the face, they wouldn't put their hands up so they couldn't get punched in the face.
Be like Gunpowder Beauty, right in the throat, first shot. What?
Yeah. Fun.
And I told him, I says, never use your fucking hand to punch somebody in the face. With that, what am I going to punch them with? I says, the palm of your hand. Don't make a fist. Use the palm of your hand or use your elbow.
I've seen fights stop really quick from somebody headbutting
Yeah.
somebody square in the nose. That'll stop a fight pretty quick.
I damn near broke my. I thought I broke my hand that night. I hit the fucking kid square on the fucking forehead. Right smack dabs. I missed his fucking nose by however, an inch or 2 inches, whatever. And I wound up hitting him square in the fucking forehead. And I shit you not, I might as well just hit a fucking brick wall.
Right.
Jesus Christ, was my hand swollen for fucking a week and a half. I didn't break anything, but oh my God. And the sucky part is I am dominantly righty. You can chop my fucking left arm off and I can give two shits less. I'm serious. Other than tying my shoes, I'd be fucked. But I'm dead serious. It's like everything I do is righty. Like if somebody said one day, like that day, see that nice cut right there?
Yep.
So like, you cut your finger off, you won't be able to shoot a gun. I goes, yeah, shut up, asshole, and don't jinx me. I says, because I'll never be able to shoot lefty. Never. It'll never happen. I'll never be able to, I can't.
To me, watching a left-hander shoot left-handed looks uncoordinated.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't do it.
Because then that means I have to look out of my left eye. I can't do that because my dumb eye is my right eye. But so but yeah, no, you can chop my left arm off and it wouldn't even bother me. Well, my right hand, forget it. So now, you're in a fight and you hit someone, you damn near break your hand. And it's like, I feel like a fucking girl swinging a fuck. It's like, I can't even throw a fucking punch lefty.
Mm-hmm.
I won't find it till we get off here, and then I'll find it immediately and text everybody. Or about 3 in the morning, I'll remember. I don't know. He's got a big old head and it comes to a point. That's all I can remember. And he looks like he's going to cry all the time.
So Dish, in my little room that I'm in, right? I have the what do you call it, pipe going right through here because technically I'm in the basement and they just redid it, but didn't hide none of the pipes.
You just put the fan in the window.
See the rope?
Yeah.
Burning up.
Attached to this. See how the rope goes up in the air?
Yeah.
You know what she did? She put my sled on the fucking pipe. You gotta see it. It's fucking funny. I don't know if I have enough cord. I don't want to unplug mine. No, I'll probably unplug the laptop doing that. Yeah. She's got my Eagle Claw Chappelle jet sled.
Cool.
Yeah. Right above my fucking head. So she says, what are you going to do with it? I says, I should have just fucking loaded it up first and put all my stuff in it.
Actually, Steve only left. I've seen Butterbean lately. He's lost a shit ton of weight.
Really?
Yeah.
He's talking to you.
No way. I got to see a picture of Butterbean right now, losing all this weight. That'd be fucking cool.
He said he's seen Butterbean lately and he lost a shit ton of weight.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting me some water.
Shalisa's getting her glow on.
Yeah, that booze went straight to her head.
Oh, I don't know, Steve.
My legs.
Her face
This
is
is kind of chubby.
She don't drink. She quit drinking, of course, and she's taking a little sip, and it's making her flush, getting the warm sensations there.
Well, yeah, because it's working with Diamond Dallas Page.
What's that now?
Snorting whiskey, drinking cocaine.
He's doing that yoga with Diamond Dallas Page. He's trying to clean up. That's why. That's why he's looking better, Stevie.
Yep.
Because he still can't stand. He still can't stand up straight.
Well, he's been wailed on. He fought Tyson too, didn't he?
Yeah.
One time. At one time, anybody ever fought Tyson twice?
I don't know.
No thanks.
Yeah,
The one guy
didn't
didn't retire right
Holyfield,
after.
didn't Holyfield fight him twice?
I think so.
I think Holyfield fought him twice, and I think any opinion on Blackstone griddles? Jesus Christ, that's like the thing of the day today.
Right?
I heard good stuff. I don't own one.
All depends. I guess. We were talking about work the other day, and then
Then you had to actually do some work.
no, but in my one of the guys was saying how they're excellent, but I think he said his is too big. And my opinion is there's no such thing as a grill that's too big, or a grill that's too big. I mean, unless it's just you or just you and your wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My thing is there's no such thing as, because you cook everything on it.
Yeah.
But the one person that does have it in his possession, he fucking, well, I should say not the only one, but he loves it.
My cousin has one. He loves it too.
I don't have one yet because I'm still married. If I get one, then you'll know I'll be single.
What's the quality of Blackstone compared to Lodge?
I don't know.
Compared to what?
Lodge brand?
Isn't that Walmart brand?
No, Blackstone griddles are a big old.
It's a size of your grill, but it's a griddle, not a grill.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Chris had one of those.
It's something you can put on stovetop, but that's even bigger. Okay, I'm on the right page with you guys
I
now.
think that's what Chris had in Ohio at the meetup last year.
Okay.
I think they're overpriced
I do too.
because they're popular right now.
Yeah, that's business, though, right? That's
Mm,
business.
true.
Supply and demand.
Yep.
Great.
But I hear you. It's not. I'm quite sure that, like Steve, you just said it. I'm quite sure in a year and a half when the fat's gone, it's,
I thought maybe Lodge was making them now.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I know, right?
Got to keep up with the competition.
I like my little tiny fucking, what do you call it? I put on my stove. It's a griddle, right? What do you call them? The little ones. The little
Griddle.
Yeah.
On electric or gas?
Yeah.
George Foreman.
No, it's
Electric
not.
frying pan. Yeah, whatever happened to those? Those were awesome.
And oh yeah, the only thing I can't cook on there is my omelets. Don't ask me why. Till this day, I can't cook an omelet on a flat surface. It's got to be in a pan. I don't know why. But every time I do my omelet, the egg just goes.
That's why you don't have the edges. You lose the thickness.
I know, but I can't contain it, Stevie.
The girth, as Dish would say.
I can't contain it, though, Steve.
Yeah.
Super,
super hot grill, and you got to be quick with the spatula.
Old eggs? I don't know, Redneck. By the way, how are you? Good to see you. Pan isn't hot enough? All right. But see, when you're cooking on one of them, you want it that hot because it's like.
Well, it's to make that. You
I don't
take
want to
the
burn
spatula and make that edge around the omelet, and it will make it thicker. But the hot pan will stop it from spreading so far. And you're right, Redneck. I've cracked eggs before, and it's like water. It's like,
Really?
I'm not eating that.
Right?
Fucking, I've eaten frozen eggs before.
Have
you?
The new
Oh,
squirrel
yeah.
footer.
Oh yeah.
That's
How'd they taste?
Actually, I've eaten frozen eggs twice. That
You're-
morning, that morning, I went fucking ice fishing with Ed and
Yeah.
fucking Derek. We had breakfast on the ice, and Ed's like, "Oh, well, I don't know about this one." What's the matter? He says, "Oh, it's hot as rock, and I didn't boil it, fucker." So he fucking boom right in the fucking frying pan. Ate it. And nobody died. Nobody threw up. Nobody got fucking queasy. Nothing.
No, it doesn't hurt him.
And then I did it up north. So
tell you what, the best fried taters I ever had came out of a cast iron pan.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
Everything comes out of a cast iron pan good.
Yep.
Don't be afraid of the heat.
I like to use animal fats on the cast iron.
I like to take baked potato and cut it up and fry it like home fries. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Here
we go. Food chat 101.
Oh,
my wife,
me in on that one.
my wife thinks I'm absolutely crazy because I'll take the fucking bacon grease, right? And I'll take one of my old Pepsi cans and I'll cut the can in half. And I'll pour the grease in the Pepsi can and stick it in the freezer.
Yep.
And then like the next weekend or whatever I'm making, whatever, eggs. For me, I don't do it for the kids. For the kids, I'll use either fucking Pam or fucking butter.
Yeah, and chemicals in Pam are real good for you.
Yes. So I'll either use that, whatever. So, and then when I do mine, because my daughter's like, "Dad, what's that?" I said, "That's bacon grease." And she says, are you supposed to do that? I go, for your heart? No. For your taste buds? Yes.
My mom always had a can of bacon grease on the stove.
Tush, right in the fucking thing.
We all lived. And by the way,
Oh.
Shalisa, baked potatoes make the best hash browns. Shred them babies up. Oh my God.
Try that.
Usually mine are too soft. I guess I could give it a try.
Yeah, I'm
Put
getting
them
like
in
that.
the-
So
Like
I need to-
potato cake, wouldn't it?
I always bake an extra potato and put it in the fridge overnight. You pull it out in the morning, peel that baby, you can shred it. Man, it makes good hash
Take
browns.
about 5 extra baked potatoes to put into it.
For life.
Yeah, that bacon grease is close to lard as you can get without buying lard. I can remember bacon grease or a can of lard.
Yep.
What was that grandma's?
They're finding out now that lard isn't bad for you as long as you're not eating it like ice cream.
Yeah, for a while there, the only place we could find lard was at Save-A-Lot.
Oh yeah.
And now it's finally back.
There's a band called Lard.
Lard.
Lead singer from an old punk band called the Dead Kennedys is the lead singer for Lard.
Gotcha.
So, Mikey, did he get old eggs? Who?
They're
'Cause
trying
you're
to figure out who mentioned food first.
Mike did.
If all else fails,
Because Ohio wasn't here.
But it's Stone in the chat right there, so I blamed Redneck Pepper. But
He's right. I
Mikey
mentioned,
did
I
it.
mentioned eating the frozen eggs.
Now, when you make your omelet, do you put milk or water in with your eggs?
Milk.
Okay.
I do.
I use milk. I use milk in my scrambled eggs.
Well, they say you're supposed to use water other than milk.
That's what I
Why?
heard
I
too.
don't know.
They say that it makes it tougher. Milk does. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'm set in my ways.
That's right. Using milk.
Hey, we still got a half omelet in the fridge wrapped in foil if you want to throw it in the oven.
Uh-oh. That sounds like a deal.
One of my favorites: ham, broccoli, and provolone.
Try
Right.
making
Two out of 3 ain't bad.
try
Provolone.
making
No,
asparagus
Provolone's the balls.
asparagus and cheese omelet.
It's the fucking broccoli. Not
Asparagus
on a
and mushroom.
not on my fucking omelet. Broccoli? No, get out of my omelet.
Oh yeah, he's a sucker. He eats it.
No, the
Hey,
only thing
hey,
the only thing
you get out of my omelet.
the only thing that's supposed to be
You.
the only thing that's supposed to be in your omelet is like, I don't know, cheese, whatever type of cheese you
My
want.
number one favorite is sausage, green bell peppers, and mushrooms.
Yeah, I like mushrooms, onions.
American.
I had this Southwest. I went next door one morning with my daughter to have breakfast, and I had a Southwest omelet. It was the spiciest fucking omelet. I thought I made a spicy omelet because I'll take fucking red pepper flakes and fucking douse that shit. Before I put it in the pan, I put it in the fucking egg after I fucking mix it all up.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. And my daughter's like, Daddy's a little hot.
Right, Shalisa. And my
What?
number one omelet is asparagus, morels, and cheese.
Yeah,
See,
Oh, my
save the
God.
vegetables for the fucking garden, kid.
I
Or
got
fresh from my
Fresh
plate.
caught.
I got some YouTube videos where I pick the mushrooms, I pick the asparagus, and I bring some meat.
My
I
wife and
saw
I had
that video.
salmon.
I've got at least 4 of them doing that.
Yeah.
My
Here's a
wife and I had salmon last night for dinner. And she cooked asparagus.
Hey, what?
Potted meat in this omelet.
Mike said, "What?"
Like you put potted meat around it.
Fuck
Cuts
you.
up them little Viennas and puts in there.
And oil peanut.
One of the best omelets I ever made. Mixed up my eggs, threw them in the pan, and I went in the fridge and got last night's pizza, pepperoni pizza, and peeled the cheese and pepperoni off and threw it in the omelet. Oh my God. Little, that little bit of tomato sauce?
Yeah.
It was killer. Susie looks at me weird every time I say it. I have to make her one.
I have a hard time getting it buttery like they do
I love
at a
pickles.
restaurant. You know how the top is all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should have heard him.
What'd he say?
He read that and he goes, I love maple spam.
No, Redneck said he hates it. I like spam though.
They make every flavor of spam you can think of.
I cut up spam into little cubes and throw that in my omelet. Or I throw
What
it
state
side
eats
dish.
more spam than any other state?
Massachusetts.
I think it's Hawaii.
Go, little Miss Research. Yep, Hawaii.
Right, it's a Hawaii.
Well, if you had a fire and you couldn't have food for the next fucking 7 weeks, you'd be eating a lot of spam too.
Pineapple spam sandwich.
And that less sodium spam tastes just as good as the salty spam.
I think it tastes saltier, so I don't know what they're putting in it. I'm gonna have to read the
You want
ingredients.
to fry up some spam and make a grilled cheese with an egg on it.
I like sardines. Anybody like sardines?
Mm-hmm.
Plain ones in the oil. I don't go for the mustard and stuff.
No, I don't like the mustard ones, but you know what? I do like one. The one I like, it's got hot
Yeah.
sauce. It's got hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
That could
Yes.
be good.
And I'll tell you what.
Dish likes mayonnaise and
I'll
sardines.
tell you what. It's hot sauce. It's like Texas Pete hot sauce, not fucking Frank's hot sauce.
Hands to cover my
Because
food
Frank's
plate.
hot sauce, by the way, is not hot. Texas Pete is way hotter than Frank's ever thought of being.
Right.
Texas Pete is almost as hot as Tabasco. Almost.
Hey, Steve, you're lucky you guys that we aren't on a Hollywood Squares panel because Dish could reach over and punch you right in the fucking mouth for saying.
Right.
I'll take any passion I can get from Dish,
Right.
even if it's violent.
Even violent.
Yeah.
Heck, man.
Let me rub your back under the bra strap. The secret spot. How to win over a woman's heart. Rub their back under the broad strap.
Get her leg going.
And the more hooks on that strap, the better they like it.
I got 5.
Woo-hoo, you go, girl.
The more hooks, the more they cost.
We need control.
Well, when I'm doing laundry and all those hooks and stuff, it's hard for me to do. I never was kind of the swab guy that could peel apart a bra,
Oh,
pop it off a girl.
I got that handled. One hand.
I did it
With
once.
laundry, I gotta put the goddamn hooks and everything on it, and I can't get them.
They get caught in a freaking washing machine, and there goes $45 plus
Right.
tax.
And
I
a
did-
bunch of
I-
snag socks and sweaters.
I did it once, but with a finger, my forefinger and my thumb, one shot.
Yep.
That was it. Never did it after that.
For one hooks, you guys were in high school. Come on,
Man,
admit
I
it.
think you guys are telling stories.
My son's
I'm
dad.
telling you right now, I was 20, I don't know, 28, 27, one on the other. And one hand, not even looking because it's, you know, one hand, forefinger, and a thumb. And I went like this, and the bra strap came right off.
Yep. I was a pro. I'm up to 4 notches now. I can do
My
2 at a
son
time.
had like doing that in school. Don't never sit in front of Sean.
Back in high school, I got Fandango. Actually, it's just out of high school. I was back there on the bra strap, trying to work it. Couldn't get it. I was like, man, what the fuck? She goes, it's front open. Are you kidding me?
Tell by feeling that.
Oh,
Well, I was looking. I couldn't find it. I never heard of front open. That's when they were like brand new.
Oh, that's right. You're really old.
Mm-hmm. I was like, well, look at that. You can leave the damn thing on and still have all the fun.
I
You
know
can
we-
do it with your teeth.
Hey, I think I got a couple chipped ones.
How'd you chip your tooth? Fucking bra. From Spam to bras.
Oh man, I want to go back to Spam. That flavored Spam is really good.
He was craving.
Oh man, I am now.
The oven more or skillet going.
Grilled cheese sandwich with Spam. That's wonderful stuff.
Oh yeah, I hook him up.
That does sound good.
Pretty salty though.
Yeah, buddy. Take your blood pressure pills. You sprinkle them on the top. Is it?
Crack open the tablet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you're good to go.
And one of those water pills, what's that called? Lasix?
Yeah. All right, folks, you about ready to get out of here?
Sure.
Yep.
Chad Spearman, we're going to miss you, brother. That's my last word on that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to do this. It's been a minute.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.